Okay, so behind you is the another portal, obviously. um, this area is going to be redone eventually. These reeds, what they call sugar cane here, are going to be taken away. So this area out front here, the surrounding area, is going to be like a small little village type thing. And then the castle will be the castle. Yeah, he probably fell to his death. Oh yeah, sometimes they call it bird poop. Sometimes they call it Oreo blocks. But I thought the color was appropriate for at least for matching uh, realism kind of thing and all that. So that's why I used it. Yeah, it's daylight powered. If I invert this, switch here, it'll turn out closed. So now it'll open at night, close during the day. But in regular mode, it opens in daytime and closes at night. Yeah, I used to hire people to get it to do it for me. This is the first one I've done by myself though, so it's pretty happy with it. This here is the barracks. I sort of I store all my. I don't like having big storage rooms anymore, so I store all my stuff depending on where it belongs. Like so, I also keep my armor here and my villagers as well. So I organize my villagers according to where they belong. And those villagers can't get through that gate setup. They're too high to go through the trap door. Um, and the gate at the bottom will stop any baby villagers and shit like that from getting through. That's good. I find that kind of looks kind of weird, but at least it's functional. Yeah, so that's where if you go up, oh yeah, up there, that's just part of the like the wall walk. So if like there's like archers walking around the wall, they can use that to get through. And then where you are now is just for the trainer to watch people training, that sort of thing. Yeah, it's fun. We take our time, but yeah, we're in no rush to get it done either. Hopefully there's no reset. If we reset, I'm gonna be really pissed off. This is a little defensive thing down here, so you can shoot out from below the wall. So we're actually under the front stairs right now. Yeah, I mean stuff like this makes me wish zombies were more difficult. Like I wish we actually got like like random attacks. I mean they did zombie horde things, but those don't happen often enough. I wish they just give hostiles better AI or harder AI, so they come after you, sort of thing, like a zombie apocalypse night. That'd be kind of cool. And then I could actually make use of all these defensive features instead of pretending. This is the boyer's shop. So this is where you this guy here sell. Oh, there's no guy there yet, but this is where you would come to buy bows and arrows and armor and shit.
I keep forgetting that you can put some trapdoors like this now. Actually, something good that the fighters will.
Yeah, no, I keep forgetting to make use of that. But yeah, that's one place I've used it. So this place in here could use a bit more attention, but so far it's just a storage room for archery shit.
Well, if you need arrows,
And this chart here reminds me how to sort my bows, because since bows obviously can have multiple enchants on them, you can't just do like okay, mending to mending and then breaking to breaking chest, power to power chest. I had to think of a way to prioritize, which chest to put which bows into when they have multiple enchants. So I use this list here. So mending takes priority, and then if it has nothing but flame, then it goes into the flame chest. But if it has power and flame, then we go into the power chest. That sort of thing.
so why you got leather?
Because I also sell, I consider leather and archers. I mean, I know it doesn't matter in Minecraft, but just as far as realism goes, I consider leather and archers armor, so that's why it goes in here. All other armors go in, they go in the barracks. And my iron and gold are in the smithy. So there's a little closet in here too. Empty. Or is it? And here's my villager curing kits.
Honestly, I did not even notice that door right there at all.
That's the idea.
Alright,
There's like little apartment upstairs here, like a shop owner or something.
whoa. This is a Chinese bed?
It's a really cheap bed, just a little sleeping bag.
That is actually.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about using half slabs is you can make a cool little sleeping bag on the ground. And nothing spawns in here either.
Can't actually sleep on it. I don't think it's a safety spot.
Yeah, I don't actually sleep in here.
Oh. That is actually awesome.
This here is the blacksmith. I just named it recently. Scott Smithy. I'm trying to name all the major places as if they're businesses kind of thing. These guys will not move from this corner. All villagers that I put in here, they just want to camp in the corner there. It's kind of annoying. I forget who made this. I found it. It's in my mailbox. This winter is coming thing. It's in my mailbox. It's spot.
So, if you're the best style.
Gate just closed.
Oh, I guess I'm here for a while then.
Nighttime.
Walked in. Walked in.
Here we got Murphy's Meats and Pastries. My favorite place to come for food.
Meats and pastries.
Basically, he just sells you baked stuff and meat and all that good stuff. I wanted to put a bed up here, but there's definitely not enough space. And there's Patsy's potent potions. I know these names are kind of lame, but it's for fun. Too bad you can't. No, it's too bad you can't turn witches into wizards. You know, or something like that. You know, like witches should be like the hostile version of something else that you can use and trade with. Like there's no villager you can trade with for potions, as far as I know. That should be what witches are used for. Yeah, it's just like the Heisenberg or the Walter White of my kingdom, my town. This is obviously the well.
Oh.
It's made of stone because apparently back in the day when wells were very well defended. Because if there was like a war and you got stuff in your water, then your whole town could die. So the wells are often very guarded like this. So in case there was a war, the water was kept relatively clean. Not yet. Yeah, that's. I mean, yeah, because I want to make it eventually so you could like jump down. But for now, yeah. Oh, actually, the iron bars are there to make it so you can take water and replenish it. You know, so if you use a bucket on that, it'll refill obviously. There's like a 2x2 source.
Okay, I just know what this is. I was like, why is there a donkey there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the wheel for pulling the bucket up.
That's awesome.
Invader Zim gave me that donkey. Is the craft store. All the random stuff goes in here. Well, it takes a very long time. Like it doesn't happen very quickly. I do it over a long period of time. In this voting here is the shepherd and stuff, so wolf. The other guy, there's two villages in there. The other one's supposed to be a farmer. He's supposed to go in this building on the right, but he came through the passage and camps in there. So now both of them are in the same house, but they're not supposed to be. No honey hut for a farmer.
So he's supposed to support the whole village, just this.
But not the whole. This is only for the castle. This will support the castle, especially if there's like a war or something, or an invasion. This would be enough to feed the king and all that sort of stuff. Later on, I'll have a huge farm outside of the walls of the castle. It's just sort of like a local farm sort of thing. Not local farm, but you know what I mean. Like a small farm just to feed people in the castle.
Kind of like the small idea separated out.
Here's the library. Libraries typically look very nice because they were funded by the king. The king usually paid for a lot of the library stuff, so that's why it's a lot nicer than everything else.
It just looks really nice.
That's probably the best architecture I've ever done. I'm pretty happy with how it came out.
It has a lot of depth, which is I can't. I'm horrible with that.
Yeah, I'm usually not very good, but I wanted to make really sure that this library looked nice, so I put a lot of extra effort into it. What I like about it in here though is I organized I have all my had the idea to organize all my single enchant books into their own chest, like alphabetically. So it sort of feels like you're in an actual library if you go to look for certain books.
Oh, okay. I just noticed that.
If you wanted like a knockback book, you'd go to the K section instead. If you wanted Aqua Affinity, it'd be in the A's. And I also store I store like other books as well. So like the To Vanilla-Tymes news papers, you'd find that in the S section, I believe.
That didn't last very long. Those didn't last very long.
No, it didn't. And I bought a membership too. Damn it.
Definitely got to use that trapdoor thing though for villagers. Always have
Yeah.
places.
Yeah, I'm happy I found that method. So in here, of course, we've got a little secret thingy.
Oh, the button.
That opens this up. But the timing is a bit short, so you want to make sure you get to it right after you press the button.
Oh, okay.
Because sometimes it's hard to get down the ladder too.
Not a secret anymore. Oh, there's lava down here. Why is there lava?
So this still isn't finished. But yeah, that's a natural lava lake.
That's actually neat to do something like that.
Yeah, I plan to turn this into like an actual nice, well, not nice, but an actual dungeon thing. Right now, it's just sort of in a starting state. It's like a little like a cult gathering place.
Us three found like the priest or whatever.
Or like a necromancer or something like that. Now we're magically back at the boyer's shop in that closet from before. So it actually was them in the closet.
Your base would actually be pretty fun to play on. Ooh, hey.
PvP?
Yeah, like server.
Yeah.
I did not even notice there was a trapdoor here at all. Like, I could not see it at all.
Yeah, I tried to hide it with the grass, and that's why I didn't come in here earlier. And this is one of the first things I started building, and it's taken like I think I started this right when they came out with the glazed terracotta, or I think a bit before glazed terracotta. So this has been in the making for ages, and it's still not done. But most of the progress to this castle has been done in the past 5 days, so that's kind of I'm happy about that.
I see you updated your shop too there. It's not a big square anymore.
That was Marv. I think Marv got tired of seeing it, and he offered to rebuild it for me. So Marv rebuilt my entire shop for me.
Oh, I like the king's chair. Ah,
Oh, yeah.
it's cake.
So there's a hole in that wall behind the flag up there, behind the banner. That hole perfectly lines up with the king's chair. So if there's a little assassination spot if you want to shoot someone.
Oh, I see it. Cool.
Not sure why I'd want someone to shoot me while I'm eating, but it's there in case it needs to be used.
That's awesome because unless you know it's there too, it's so obscure that you don't even notice it at all.
See, that could have almost killed them. And this is my room. Definitely doesn't. I haven't done enough to this.
Your place is confusing.
Yeah.
See, the only one I think I've ever gotten is gas cheese string. That's it. I voted so many times. Like,
Down below is the kitchen and laundry, which I haven't started yet at all.
actually, I never thought of using the black lace terracotta like the floor design.
So in here, I'm going to have the kitchen, and I'm going to have the oven so it's centered to the middle of the castle. That way it can heat all of the upper floors centrally. That's typically how they did it. They'd have the furnace from the, or not the furnace, but the oven from the kitchen. The heat would rise up and then heat the rest of the castle.
Either that or keep the animals on the bottom floor.
Yeah.
Storage at the top.
Storage. Yeah, this place hasn't really been touched yet. I've done all the stonework and then I sort of got tired of it, so I'll come back to that later.
You ever need stone or
I usually try to keep on top of it, but yeah, if I need to, I'll ask.
I keep everything I get. I'm pretty sure I have more stuff than all of it. I get a lot of stuff. Taking out a 2x2 medium sized area so it's not going to be too close.
Oh, nice.
From that Wi-Fi up to like 60 bucks. I saw these over at Europe actually.
Yeah, Fiero's place. He has a tower. That was the first place we used this design. We sort of came up with it at that location, and then actually I copied it. These ones are copied from the ones that we designed at his place. So his tower was the first one to use this design that we came up with. Yeah, I think one of your previous videos that was featured in it.
Again, that's the kind of thing you'd find in like a whole version of Minecraft, like origins and stuff like that. Base.
Yeah.
You don't really see those things nowadays. It's just
This is the jail, so if you ever had any prisoners, this is where I'd keep them.
oh really? Up in a tower, not down in the basement.
Yeah, typically, again, usually you'd think it would be in the basement. I think they probably were probably as well. But a lot of times they have them high up in a tower because they're so hard to get to. They don't want their prisoners. They don't want their prisoners having easy rescue or an easy escape. So they're often way up high in a remote room. It's not easy to find. And for the same reason as well, I made this hole super small. So if they were trying, they couldn't like call out to someone for help, or if someone was coming in to find them, they wouldn't know which room they're in because they couldn't see them from the window. And so you can maybe toss a rocket through, but hopefully the guards would have taken that off of you. Yeah, the room was a bit of a weird design because of the staircase, but whatever. You afraid you could escape from that end, maybe? Alcatraz.
Well, it's a good thing you knew we were going, so I
Not sure I'm gonna use this for yet, but these are just basic rooms. Find a purpose later. This is the lower balcony or lookout point.
Oh, I like how you have points where you can actually aim down. That is. But then again, people can also aim up. So.
Yeah, it's harder. It's a lot harder to aim up and aim down because if you're right here close to the hole, then you got a huge sight to look through. But if you're at the bottom looking up, it's just a little tiny few pixels. But these are called these downward facing holes are called matriculations. I think if I remember the pronunciation correctly.
That was the best part. It's actually probably the best castles.
Nice, good to know.
There's a couple people that started the castles, but actually kind of finished it.
Yes, I still got a lot of work to do on it, but I'm happy that at least got the outside finished.
Well, your mode's cool. It's not skeleton.
Yeah, a lot of stuff dies in there. Typically, I think creepers and spiders typically die in there. If they jump in too hard, then it takes them too long to swim back up again because of the undertow. And then they end up drowning because they can't surface fast enough. It's quite amusing.
Did you go up or down?
Oh shit, skeleton. Now he's gonna burn. I think this is a lot higher than I expected the castle to ever be built. I expected it to stop quite a ways down there, but if I wanted to make the top all different heights, so it ended up stretching to this height.
Oh yeah, you want it to be like a big thing, not just a little hut, right?
Yeah, I didn't want it to be like a big square block like my shop was, so I tried to add some vertical depth to it too. Again, I have no idea what I'm gonna put in here yet. Probably some sort of elite barracks or something like that, or I don't know. But it's here for when I need it.
Ouch! Another attack.
I think that ricocheted off my off the skeleton. Got these little rooms in here, no purpose for them. I just built them because I had a huge empty space in this tower, so I stuck floors in it.
Oh yeah, you can always have storage.
Yeah. Like emergency housing.
You never know this town's under siege or something. Everybody has to go to the castle protection.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what it was for typically. Is if people got in through the walls of the outer castle, like then the next place of refuge would be the keep, which is this building basically. Technically, so if you have a castle where it has like outer walls and then stuff inside, um, whatever is inside becomes the key. Like just say about if you build this building first, this would have been called the castle, and then once you put walls around this, then this becomes the keep, and the entire place becomes the castle. So technically, the entire area here is the castle, and this is technically the keep.
Yeah.
It took me a bit of research to figure that out.
I know most of my castle stuff. Watching the film stuff.
Nice, yeah. Game of Thrones is pretty accurate most of the time.
I like how your whole place is kind of like interconnected too. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, back in those times, they wouldn't have had a ton of space to work with. They would have had to have made the best use of what they had. So streets barely went in one direction for very long before stopping. So a lot of castles ended up looking looking like this, where everything's just sort of all bunched together and overlapping. But it gives it a cool kind of feel to it. It gives it a nice, interesting feel to it.
There's places over the spruce trees.
Let me see. My render distance is down to 4, so I'm going to keep that.
Oh, this looks good.
Over that wall in the distance?
Yeah.
That was Nikki and Josh. So Baron Arthas and Taylor Cannon were living out there. Nikki left a while ago, and then Baron stopped playing. And then there's some signs. Apparently, Nikki came back on and placed some signs at my portcullis in the back. So she was on once recently, apparently, but I haven't seen her actually online. Hopefully, they come back. But yeah, so that's definitely up there.
Oh, is that your whole place so far?
There's still there's that tower out there called I called it Cliff's Keep, but technically this is the keep, so it's I guess the old keep.
Hey, well, if the king is sleeping in there and nobody knows about it, they can storm this keep all they want. They're not gonna find the king.
That's true. Yeah. Like a secret refuge.
House looks great.
Yeah. I was gonna walk down, but I could probably take a shortcut. This path used to go to the tower, but it looked kind of weird or ugly, so I closed that off. And now the new access to the tower is down these stairs.
Oh,
This is a lot safer.
This is where they, I was gonna say slaves, stuff.
There you go. So now we're in that tower. This is where the access used to be. It's all closed off now.
Cool. There's a creeper up there.
Not anymore.
I like how you have an actual boat. That's awesome.
This used to be empty, but me and Pharaoh filled it with water to make it a bit harder to intrude.
Stupid zombie.
I think that's pretty much about it. It's also my house as well. Oh yeah, so now we get to open the gate.
What was a button there?
Yeah.
I cannot see that button at all. Like, I can see the piston kind of thing. That's it.
Yeah, it's designed to be. It's designed so that if you know where it is, it's easy to get in. If you don't know where it is, it's hard to get in. So it acts as access and security as well. This one at the back here doesn't have any buttons, so you either keep it open or you just you quickly close it behind you. Yes, you click it to open it, and then you close it and then run through really fast. Nice.
Hey, your fridge is broken.
Yeah, the creeper did that, and then it decided to keep it that way. It's a cemetery in old ruins.
I think this is where I once came to this. I wonder who's this is it. I wonder whose base it was because the signs and whatnot though.
Someone tried to keep my grave closed with an anvil. It failed. Eventually, I'm gonna put some sort of catacombs down here, but not yet. Is it a Monty Python reference?
Must have been his king's got his pantaloons.
Nice. That's from the opening credits thing of Holy Grail.
Where are these skeletons coming from? It's always skeletons. Creepers. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's happened before. Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, this is where you live.
This is where I used to live. This was built before any of that castle, so this is super old. Yeah, this is 5,018 hours ago. Wait, that's for coal ore. That's saying for coal ore. What the hell? Yeah, sorry. This is nearly 6,000 hours old.
I love this. How you put minecarts inside this. Oh. That is. Oh, that's genius. Good actual seats.
And the damper works too. It closes the flue so that water can't come down. But you have to open it when you put the fire on, or else you'll die of smoke fumes, smoke inhalation. More Monty Python references. It's the holy hand grenade of Antioch.
That's awesome. It's the kind of detail like this, though.
I'm really terrible at interior design, so it took me a long time to get this place looking half decent. This is when Baron put these in when he finally joined the server.
Oh, trapdoor. Oh, there is a ladder. Okay, I'm gonna fall to my death here.
This is a natural cave system. I decided to put stairs and stuff in it. I wanted to put a beacon here for so long, and I finally got around to putting a 3x3 in there. The one at my castle is a proper 9x9, but I wanted to put one in here really badly, so I finally put a small one in.
I remember now, you had another portal around here in this area sometime. This is the one where I came out at. Remember these chests here?
Yeah, it's down, another portal's down that way.
Okay, yeah, this is definitely the place where I cut before. A long time ago.
I haven't used this entrance in so long. I very rarely come up this side. What the hell is that?
There's a lot of words.
Yeah, so that's about it. Everywhere outside of here is other people's places. My younger brother has a sandstone library underground out northeast of here. But that can be a different video if you want.
Okay, here's the portal, yeah. Well, anyways. Thank you for the tip.
Oh, thanks for coming.